let me show you guys how to quickly check the condition of a car. I've got another E43 AMG wagon from Japan, but this one is a little bit tricky. Because in the service history document, I found this repair paper. It says front subframe, front left air suspension, front left control arm, and also front bumper. So pretty much the whole left side suspension component has been replaced. This worries me a lot because it could be a major accident. To inspect a car, we need to start from the overall looks of the car and then move into details. First will be the gaps between each panels, bonnet and bumper. We just need to touch the gap to check the width. And if the width is same across the whole gap, means it is all good. So this one is okay. But this panel here is a little bit questionable because the wheel side, it is very narrow, but it gets wider towards the light. So from this, we can tell that the front bumper has definitely been removed or being repaired. Just like this, we need to carefully check all the gaps on the car first. For this E43, all the gaps were quite okay, except the one that I showed you at the front. So now we can move into details. For the details, we are checking the condition of the bolts. Let's start with the fender bolts. We need to check the edge to see if there's any paint damage. The reason is if this bolt has been removed before, usually it will leave marks of the tool. So paint damage or any scratch. But this is very clean. So this car we can tell the fender hasn't been removed. The same logic applies to all other bolts. So the bolts that you see under there, it is very important because it's a bolt that is on the front frame. This is also very clean, untouched. And other bolts around the area are also very clean. And we just gotta go through all the bolts and check its condition. Now I'm very relieved because after checking the bonnet, the fender, and also the chassis, it hasn't been touched, no repair marks. The paint depth gauge is also a very handy tool. We can use this tool to check the depth of the paint, so you can tell if there's any body filler being used on the car. We often use roof as a reference because the roof paint usually is untouched. Usually, if the value goes above 300, it means repaint. And also, if the value goes to 500 to 1000, means the body filler. For this E43, the whole panel, except the front bumper, is actually original paint, untouched. So I suspect it was something very low, or it was a huge pothole that damaged the front bumper and also the suspension component. And the repair is done in a Mercedes center in Japan, so it's a dealership repair. That's why maybe they have a very higher standard, so they replaced everything to make sure the condition is okay. So turns out this car didn't have any major accident. And also the repair might be an advantage because the air suspension is a consumable item and it's very expensive. For this car, it's already being replaced. But because I have this record here, so I will be still reducing the price. So this is a very good value E43. I also hope you guys learned something useful from this video. Give me a like and subscribe. Thank you.